Hello. That suddenly works. I don't know what I did, but it suddenly works. All right, we're back. What was I talking about? It's already 4 o'clock. Anyways, is there a live chat replay on the last stream? I don't think so. Anyways, we're just gonna make do with what we got because I am so determined to to finish this. At least now you don't hear me with banging on my ear. Not quite sure. So yeah, we can just turn that off. So, damn it, I'm gonna finish this stream. I'm gonna finish talking about the things I want to talk about. I've been working on this for 2 hours, over 2 hours now. In fact, about almost 3 hours now. Just trying to do one stream, just for fun, just to talk about some things. But it's like everything that can go wrong has been going wrong, but still going. I'm determined to finish this. I've got things I want to talk about. I'm gonna finish this. Going to finish this. It's already 4 o'clock. I haven't eaten lunch today. I still got to go to the chiropractor, and I still got to and I'm still going to go exercise and do the other driven 30 stuff. So yeah, the thing I was talking about near the end was if you say you're going to do something, like we've all said we're going to do something, and people have said like, oh, you said you're going to do something so many times and you just haven't done it. Like, when are you ever going to do it? Like, when are you ever going to get around to do it? Why would you say you're going to do stuff if it's not going to do it? But deep down, you know you're going to do it, even if you haven't gotten around to it yet. But there's a difference between that and people who say, um, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this," and they're all talk and no do, all bark and no bite. Like they just say they're gonna do all these things and they never do them. There's a difference between those people and then people that say that they're gonna do these things, even if it takes them a long time. Like, but they still end up doing it eventually. But it's like um, it seemed like they weren't going to do these things. For me, it's the documentary. I've been saying for about 2 years now I'm going to finish this documentary. I know I'm going to finish this documentary. There's no doubt in my mind I'm going to finish it. Um, but it's like it's just going to take me a while. Uh, but it's absolutely something I'm going to do. It's something I want to do. It's something I need to do. It's something I'm going to do. Um, but there's no doubt in my mind I'm going to finish it. It's just it's taking a long time. So that's a That's, I mean, that's just kind of something I wanted to bring up when Sonic was talking about the history book thing. Like, I'm sure it's something you're going to finish, but I'm sure you've also faced people saying like, "Oh, you're just you're not going to do it. It's been too long." I don't know. It's just something I was trying to get at, basically. Try to finish that thought, basically, until the internet cut out for 5 seconds and ended my last stream. But yeah, Sonic is not here now, but we're going to continue. Anyways, um, so this month of February, it has been a very productive month for me. Very productive month. Um, the Driven 30, it's been going great. I'm on day 20 now, like I said. And I have now finished a full week of detox, which is I have actually did 8 days, a full 8 days of detox from social media, sugary stuff, and Just anything distractions related. Anything that distracts me like that. Look at that. It's something shiny on the top of my guitar right now. So let's perfect. I got rid of the sunbeam off my guitar. So yeah. If it's distracting, if it's not helping me evolve, and it's keeping me from being productive and doing the things that I need to do and I know I need to do in the back of my mind, things I want to do, I'm cutting it out. Social media distractions, other distractions, sugary sweet stuff, inconsistent sleep schedule, all that's being cut out. All that, you know? Um, I'm quite proud of myself for the way I did this detox, and I'm actually, you know, feeling like I'm in a better mindset now than I was before. Plus, I got to finish one of my New Year's resolutions, which was the detox. So yeah, I am learning more about myself in that aspect as well. And when it comes to the detox and the Driven 30 and the stuff related to that, I wanted to talk about something else. Doing hard things. Growing up, how am I going to get this point across? Real quick, I'm going to go get some water because I need some water. My mouth is dry. But I wanted to talk about something that has bothered me for a long time. It's um, it's just like how I was talked to growing up and how my mindset developed growing up. And I need to get this point across. I need to get this off my chest. I need to talk about this a bit because I really opened my eyes to this more during the Driven 30, during this challenge, during my detox, getting away from distractions, getting away from social media, really taking some time to think about some important things in my life and just be more productive. I've really taken a lot of time to think about how I was brought up, how my mindset developed when it comes to getting stuff done, accomplishing hard things, completing challenges, being successful. I want to talk about that a bit. So before I do that, I'm gonna go get some water real quick. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. Uh, all right, we got the water. We got the water. I just want to check on my live stream real quick. Are we still Russell Westbrook signs with the Clippers? Really? All right. Our sound, our our sound cancellation working this time. That's great. That's really great. It's nice to have some water. Let me back up a bit. I want the guitar in the shop. I want the guitar in the stream. Anyways, now that we've checked that, we can X out. I don't want to hear my own voice the whole time. Like my shirt. I like it. It's one of my favorite shirts. I think it's cute. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah, growing up. Growing up. So I might end up going into a couple different side topics here. But yeah, that's what I'm here for. That is what I'm here for. Growing up, I developed a mindset where I felt like I couldn't be anything. I felt like I was not going to be successful. Um, I felt like I couldn't be successful. Like there are successful people, and then there's me, right? Like um, growing up, I was always led to believe that I wasn't going to be successful and that I could be successful, but I just wasn't good enough to accomplish the feat of being successful. I was told constantly growing up. Now, my parents have tried to convince me otherwise, like, "Oh, this wasn't the case, you're just imagining it." And I'm not trying to sit here and just bash my parents or whatever, but this did happen. I'm not gonna pretend like this didn't happen. Like, there were growing up, I was constantly told that I was not motivated and, constantly made to feel like I wasn't doing enough. No matter what I was doing, it always felt like it wasn't enough. Like I was constantly told that, like, I don't do this, this, and this, I'm never going to be successful. I'm never going to be anything. Now, I was told these things from a very young age. I was led to believe really early on that I couldn't be successful. That was the mindset I developed. That I couldn't be, I couldn't be much of anything. I mean, I don't obviously I don't think that wasn't what my parents intended for me to believe growing up, but that's how things ended up. All right, that was the mindset I developed because of what I was told as a child, like from a really young age. All right. Like I said, I'm not trying to sit here and just like talk crap about my parents. That's not what I'm trying to do. But still, from a very young age, I was constantly told, especially by my dad, that I'm not motivated, I'm not driven. Like I was constantly compared to other kids my age, like, oh, they're driven and you're not. I was constantly being shamed for not being driven, not being motivated, not wanting to learn things, all this BS, right? So I started to develop a mindset where I believed that other kids my age were just better than me, and that they were motivated, I wasn't. They were going places, and I wasn't. They were gonna succeed in life, and I wasn't. That was the mindset I developed because of what I was told as a child, and I've been working really, really hard in recent months and in recent years to shake this mindset away from my being. Okay. Because for years and years and years, I believed that I was not good enough to live a successful life, to do and accomplish hard things, and to be a successful person. For years, it really affected my self esteem. It affected so much of how I lived my life. And honestly, I just wish I could get some of those years back where I had such horrible self esteem from being told these things when I was younger and being shamed for not being motivated enough or not being good enough. Or it's just my parents took an extremely wrong approach when it came to encouraging me. They were quick to shame me for not doing what the other kids were doing instead of like helping me out in the proper way. So yeah, I was led to believe that I couldn't be anything. I was led to believe I couldn't be successful, and I just wasn't ever going to be motivated enough because that's what I was constantly told over and over again. Only recently, I've kind of come to this realization rather recent because during this Driven 30, during this whole detox thing, I've come to realize that I can do hard things. In fact, I've been doing hard things for years. Um, You know, I literally just went out on my bike in the semi-cold weather, mind you, all the way to the mall, with no ride or anything on my bike. Yeah, it's an electric bike, but still, and spent $478, I believe, on my first guitar. And I don't even know how to play the guitar. That's a risk I took. I took this risk. I don't know how to play the guitar. I've never played a musical instrument before in my life, but I want to learn, and I was willing to invest that type of money into um, something that I want in my life going forward in the future. I want to have, I want to play a musical instrument. I want that hobby, you know, I want to add another element to myself, to my life. And it's just, I haven't really done that often, like go out and seek out something that I want, put in the time and effort into doing, and then making it happen. That's just not something I've really done most of my life because I had been constantly told from a young age that I just couldn't do hard things and that um, I wasn't motivated enough, wasn't driven enough, had no ambition. That's what I was constantly told the most. Like, oh, you have no ambition. You're not going to be anything because you have no ambition. I've been told that I'm afraid to spend my money. Like I've got plenty, like I've made plenty of money, but been told I'm afraid to spend it. I mean, I don't think that's the case anymore. Uh, but yeah, it's not that I'm afraid to spend money. It's that I don't really want to blow money on things that um, don't serve me. I don't want to, um, unless I'm very like financially wealthy. I don't really want to spend money willy nilly um, on on certain things. Yeah, like possessions. Yeah, because I really don't even have that much room in my bedroom. Like, yeah, my bed takes up like 70% of my bedroom. So yeah, um, after I move out at some point, hopefully maybe by the end of this year, or if not, maybe by early next year, something like that. I can move out and to have more space and buy more things to put in my space. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, doing hard things, accomplishing goals. It's never been something I believed I could do ever, really. Um, so when it comes to raising kids, giving kids advice when growing up, be careful. Be careful about what you distill into their head from a young age. You know, I suffered self-esteem issues for so many years because of what I've been told from a young age. I mean, I never believed I could do. I mean, if you had asked me 4 or 5 years ago, heck, even 3 years ago, if you had asked me 3, 4, 5 years ago, um, if I, could accomplish something like a consistent sleep schedule every day, or like just doing the driven 30 or full week of detox, these things are coming easy to me now because I'm determined. I'm letting go of negative mindsets. I'm determined to do what I set out to do, and nothing's going to stop me. But if you had told me that I was going to accomplish these things without much of an issue, 4 or 5 years ago, I would have said that you're crazy. So yeah, I just had a very negative mindset about myself and what I could accomplish. I always believed I was going to be unsuccessful. Now, there's something else I could mention. My dad, oh God, this is really personal. When I was like 12, maybe 13, no, I think I was 14 at this point. I was about 14. I was going through my first real depression, I believe it was. It was after I got kicked out of Scouts. Sometime late 2014, maybe 2015. I don't know. But I was going through probably one of my first real serious depressions. And my dad was like mad at me for not, you know, not doing enough, the typical shaming me for quote unquote not wanting to learn things, just I probably shouldn't talk about this on stream, but it's just me here. I mean, like, come on, ain't nobody watching my streams. But yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that I don't have like a ton of people watching, because I can, express myself and say things I wouldn't normally say to other people, um, even though it is going on the internet, but still. My dad said that he could see me killing myself before I was 30. And it really upset me. I yelled at him. I told him to shut up. I think I swore at him. And my mom got mad too for saying this, and I'm always going to remember that. He would say that he could see me killing myself before I was 30 because of how uh, not motivated I was, or um, when in reality, the only reason I wasn't motivated is because I was told so many times from an early age just how much I'm not doing enough, how not motivated I am. Because this was during a very depressing time. Well, I felt very alone. I wasn't in Scouts anymore. That's where all my friends were, like Scouts. That was where my socializing was in Scouts. And I say friends with quotation marks because I mean, like, how can they really be friends if none of them even backed me up? But that's a different story. But yeah, my dad, like, what he said made me feel like that I just wasn't good enough at all, ever, no matter what I was doing, no matter what I did. Um, I just couldn't be motivated enough, couldn't, you know. Anyways, so yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't talk to my brother anymore. Um, on December 19th, 2020. I don't want to get, I've already talked about this before, so I don't really want to get much into it. But yeah, my brother told me to kill myself on December 19th, 2020. But he didn't just tell me to kill myself, he tried to shame me and ridicule me and just started projecting all of his insecurities onto me. On top of that, he brought up my dad telling me he brought up my dad telling me that I'll probably kill myself before I'm 30. He actually said that. I don't even know how he knew. He wasn't even in the room when my dad said that. And somehow he knew that my dad had said that to me. And that I should, he said that I should kill myself um, and get it over with before uh, he said, what? Uh, Shoot. He said, like, oh, why don't you just get it over with long before you're 30? Just get it over with right now. And, um, yeah, he just like, I don't remember. Okay, I'm kind of like all over the place right now. Yeah, I need to just get done with this topic already. Seriously, I need to move on to the next thing. But yeah, he basically brought up what my dad said, how he knew about it. I had no idea. And then he turned it into something negative against me and also told me to kill myself and told me to just get it over with already. On top of that, He threatened me with a knife, you know, and started projecting all of his insecurities onto me, and tried to shame me for everything that he's not. And yeah, it came from a place of jealousy, and I didn't realize that at the time, but I realize that now. And if that, I wrote a long note to, well, not sort of to myself, but I wrote a long note about what happened with my brother, and what he's still like to this day. I wrote it on Discord, and I just wanted to keep it in case the subject ever comes up again, because it probably will come up again in my family, where it'll probably come up again about like how my brother and I don't have any type of relationship at all, or like how we're probably not going to live in the same house that much longer, and my parents are probably going to be like, oh, you should probably uh, have a relationship with your brother going forward, blah blah blah. I just, in case that subject comes up again, I want to know, I want to have everything that I want to say written down beforehand, so I don't have to just recite everything from memory, because I want to have everything I want to say written down beforehand. So yeah, okay. I didn't even mean to go into that topic, but yeah, I have other things I want to talk about. That topic just kind of came up when I was talking about how growing up I always felt like I was inadequate. I always felt like I couldn't do hard things. I wasn't going to be successful because I was constantly told that I wasn't going to be successful. That I just didn't have the drive, the motivation, the ambition. I was constantly told this. So it led me into a very negative mindset about myself and about the world and about what I could do. So yeah, I've been last couple years, especially these last couple months, I've been really trying to prove them wrong, basically. I've been trying to prove the old me wrong. Like, I can do hard things. It's not that big of a deal. I can do hard things like the Driven 30. I can go a full week of detox where I cut out things that can be addictive. It's no big deal. I can do these things now. This is something I do. Hard things. It's just something I do. Um, I've been setting out to accomplish my goals more. It's just something I do. I think 2023 is going to be my most productive year yet. I mean, I can say that fully confidently. Like, I truly believe that 2023 will be my most productive, best year yet, really. I'm setting out to accomplish more of my goals than I've ever done before. And I have a lot of things on my mind, a lot of things I'm planning, and a lot of things I'm doing and preparing to do. Um, so yeah, other plans I have for this year. Hold on, let me just find my little list of resolutions. Okay. All right, so the 15 resolutions I made this year was to finish my previous resolutions, because obviously I made resolutions for the last 3 years before this year. I didn't finish all of them, but again, it's not like I'm just starting something and then not finishing it. Maybe I didn't get all my resolutions done in the year that I made them, but I still got some of them done, and I'm still not done. I'm still planning on finishing the rest of them, and I plan on doing that, finishing unfinished business per se this year. I want to acquire that second job. So yes, I think I've already mentioned this before my live stream went down. Yeah, I'm going to probably today or tomorrow, I'm gonna apply at several different jobs because I wanna add a second job because, my current job is like the scheduling isn't good because I never know exactly which days I wanna work. No. I don't know which days that I'm working. So if I have a second job, I can let my boss know which days I'm going to be available, stuff like that. So I can have more specific days, and if I have more specific days, if I know which days I'm going to be working every week, I can plan the rest of my life around that schedule. So yeah, um, I want to be, of course, I want to work as a lifeguard again this year, but I don't want to do it full time again this year. I want to do it part time with another part time job where I'm making even more money, like more so than as a lifeguard. So yeah, I want to have a second job in hopefully in the next 2 weeks. That's what I'm aiming for. I'll be able to get my driver's license. I'll be eligible to go get my driver's license on Friday. Yeah, I got my permit August 24th, and this Friday will be February 24th. So it'll be 6 months after the permit. Therefore, I will be eligible to get my license as long as I pass the test. So sometime at either the end of this week or sometime next week, I'm gonna hopefully get my license. And yeah, it's one step further into my progress for the things I want to do this year, for the things I need to do this year. Yeah. So another thing is finish the documentary. Yes. It's like I said before, I am working on the documentary. I am working on a documentary. It is very big. It's a massive project, and I want to be more consistent working on it. So yeah, that's going to be something I'm going to be implementing into my weekly schedule. I've already purchased my first guitar. So that's something I've already accomplished for my 2023 New Year's resolutions. I want to start going to the gym and purchase my first car. That's another thing. I was looking at this really beautiful red car on Facebook Marketplace recently. But yeah, it had a problem that was not listed in the listing. My dad was able to find that out, thankfully. So it was not a good idea to get that one. But so yeah, I'm back on the car shopping market, and I hope to have my first car before the end of February. Like hopefully right around the time I get my license. Hope best case scenario even before that. Yeah, I'm really excited about the idea of getting my first car, especially very very soon, like in the next several days soon. Another thing I want to get done this year is to back up all my photos in a safe place where I won't lose them. Because honestly, I've had my phone for 3 years. This phone I've had for 3 years, the longest I've ever had a phone. And sometimes I worry, like, how long is this phone gonna last? It's a Samsung Galaxy S7 Thin Cube. And I'm not really sure how long it's gonna last. And I'll have a bunch of stuff on this phone. Most of the stuff I have backed up onto private Discord servers. Just have, a bunch of pictures on private Discord servers that I have. But I'd like a spot, like just a place to back up everything I have, like all my pictures, back up all my photos in a safe place. Yeah, just all my pictures that I own. I just want it backed up to like a cloud or some account somewhere online where even if I lose my phone or my PC, I can still just log into an account somewhere and just have a reliable place to keep all my pictures from now until basically eternity. That's what I'd like to find, and yeah, that's what I would like to have and put all my pictures. So hello Viper, hello Viper. Yeah. The last stream was ended by one little 5-second internet drop ended my last stream. But yeah, I'm determined to finish this. Like, yeah, my mouth is dry, my voice is tired, but I am determined to finish this stream because I got stuff I want to talk about, I got stuff I want to talk about. I even fixed the the sound thing. Now, none of the chair banging should be coming in. The only thing that should be heard is my voice. Um, and yeah, it's RTX voice. NVIDIA RTX voice. Yeah, I got it working now. I think. I haven't checked it in like 20 minutes, but it should be working now. Cat in a box. Cats do love boxes. Yeah, the guitar should not be able to be heard now, even though it would be cool if it was heard. Oh, it should not be able to be heard now. Yeah. I actually wrote down what kind of guitar this is. I want to find it real quick. Taring. So it's an Epiphone J15 EC Deluxe. It's an Epiphone Jumbo 15 EC Deluxe. That is the specific name of my new acoustic guitar. And the color theme is Sunburst. Yeah, and I'm using the app called Musician. The app is called Musician to learn to play. And yeah, my other plan, as for plans for this year, obviously I want to finish that documentary. I want to, have peace of mind for my photos because I have so many photos, not only from um, things like things I've personally taken pictures of, also things from like the internet that I really like that I want to save, quotes, memes, you name it. Um, yeah, I just want to have peace of mind knowing that everything I have on my devices is saved to some account somewhere. So I don't have to ever worry about losing something really, really value just because I drop my phone into a puddle of water. Or more realistic, my phone just dies of old age because I promise I'll. Now, I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't think I'm going to drop my phone into water. But yeah, um, complete a full week of detox. I actually just did that. Yeah, I've, I've said it over and over. I don't want to be sounding like a broken record, but yeah, I did just complete 8 days in a row. I just completed a full week of detox. Actually, it was 8 days in a row because, like I said, I meant to do this live stream yesterday morning, but I had too many issues with stream, microphone issues. I was going swimming yesterday too, so yeah, it ended up being 8 days of detox. No social media, no sweets. Although I've been doing no junk food the whole month of February anyway, but basically just cutting out all distractions. The Driven 30, this will last 30 days. The Driven 30 is 30 days. I'm on day 20. Today's day 20. It started February 1st. Yeah. And on the very first day of February, that's the day I got my guitar. The very first day of February. So I'm on day 20 of the Driven 30. But on day 12 was when I took it up a notch. And day 12 was when I started my official full week of detox. I cut out all distractions, focused on a nice little mindset shift. It's all part of accomplishing my goals for this year. I'm setting out to achieve goals more now than I have ever before. I feel like so day 12 through day 18 was my full